Scarcity means that choice is unavoidable. Since individuals and societies cannot obtain all they would like to consume, they must choose what to obtain and what not to obtain. When economists analyze choice, they typically assume that people make the choices they believe are in their self-interest. This means that people choose things when they anticipate that the benefit they receive is going to be greater than the opportunity cost they pay. Opportunity cost is the second best thing you could choose. Let's use spending your time for Econ 210. Right now, you're spending time studying Econ 210. Imagine all the other things you could be doing with your time right now. Of all those things, what's the one of those that you would be doing instead of studying Econ 210? That other thing is your opportunity cost. It might be sleeping, it might be studying another class, it might be working, it might be watching TV, leisure. Well, economists figure that the reason you're studying Econ 210 right now is that you figure the value that you receive from studying 210 is greater than the value that you receive from that other thing that you would be doing, your second best choice. Now, doing something when the cost exceeds the benefit is contrary to your self-interest. Now, here are three things to remember. First, hindsight is not, hindsight is perfect. Hindsight is perfect. Since information is not free, people may, with hindsight, regret making a decision, even though they thought the decision was good or in their self-interest at the time they made the decision. For example, you may regret getting into a slow line in the food court. However, when you chose the line, you probably would have avoided it if you knew it would move slow. You chose that line because you thought it was going to move fast. My wife, in fact, picks lines at Costco based on the cashier. She knows which cashiers are speedy and which ones are slow. Another example, if you'd known a car you bought was going to have lots of problems, you wouldn't have bought it. But at the time you bought it, you thought it looked like a good value. You thought the benefit you're going to receive was going to be greater than the cost you paid. Foresight is imperfect. Hindsight is perfect. The second point is that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Another expression, you can't tell taste. Self-interest choices may appear to be stupid to someone else. Here's some examples. My wife thinks I'm crazy to ride my bike across the country. I, on the other hand, really enjoy biking, and particularly bike touring, and think it's a great thing. I think the benefit of spending all those hours in the saddle is greater than the cost. Some people may look at someone who gets drunk and naked at a party as being a nut and doing something that is clearly contrary to their own interest. But the person who is the drunk, on the other hand, may think that the enjoyment from the notoriety and telling friends later about his exhibition is greater than the cost. An observer might think that sleeping in class is a waste of time and a waste of tuition money. The student, on the other hand, may think that the value of staying up late with friends exceeds the benefits of listening carefully during a lecture. And the third thing to remember is self-interest is not the same as selfish. Economists recognize that many people derive pleasure from helping poor people and from being recognized for their charitable deeds. When the pleasure derived from giving $1 to a charity exceeds the pleasure from spending it or saving it, a self-interested person would give away that dollar.